Wow, face man. Come on, man. You playing dirty? Oh, Lord. What you talking about? This ain't the first time I done beat you on here. What are you talking about?
Here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have him. You're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season,
just shy of 30 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well.
Too late.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this
is
going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got completion.
It's 4th and 12. I'm gonna be right on this one. I'm gonna play right.
So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and it's Brett Kern. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
I'm going to play with the same. I already know what you could do. We know each other. So.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on.
No, that's what you're trying to do. I was under then. Okay.
When they gave you life, they really gave you life.
So 2nd and 10 here. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know what you're going to do now. I know where you're going. You're going to pick the right place.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he finds his man,
come on, man.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Ravens are going to have a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him.
No.
There he was in the
come on, man. They robbed me. Yeah, they did. But I'm glad.
Speed, athleticism.
You could have picked that. I mean, no, you could have caught that and took it on for the touchdown.
Oh, they can't give me life, man. Give me life.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read.
Oh, he caught that good.
The football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand
where you are.
Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot.
3 and out. What changes here?
You got to run that back.
Making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest
playmakers break for a touchdown while you're playing.
Possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run here. It's Murray.
No, he got there. Come on now.
Yeah. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Well, it would have been short, but I'd be no butt.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have been mad.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I gotta stop and actually do something. Oh, Lord, my dude tired in a bit. He get hit, he gonna fumble that bit.
2nd down following the
that
incompletion.
bit red right now.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Left side, caught by Matthews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Ooh, he got to pick
And
the poison.
defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set. And guess what? They drop the football.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced them there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head stretcher.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
They gave you one. Man, they gave you one, dog. I'm going to come back.
36 yards.
At least I ain't throw a pick.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. And it's early, but boy, they looked good on the last drive. Getting that 4th down stop, they'll be looking to build off that momentum.
They went into lockdown mode, didn't they? And what I loved about it is when someone goes for it on 4th down on their own side of the field,
gutsy.
Not only gutsy, defenses take that as a sign of disrespect. And when they're able to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard
give it back.
line.
Give it back.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there.
This is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Use the kids,
now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Man, come on, man.
Bring this back. It's
ain't no walk with
touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Yeah, I don't know, I ain't supposed to do that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
No, I ain't supposed to do that. Oh, come on.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee.
No, because I thought Walker was supposed. I thought he was supposed to go straight on the play. That's why I did that. Cause see, you had to came down with your safety. That's all I saw. So I'm like, oh, Walker got him. But see, I didn't know he was turning in. See that? Threw the pick straight to you. Like, here you go, you can have it. Like, gave you a free pick.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. A run, it's Murray. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Murray ain't having that.
They go back to Murray on first down.
I should have ran to the
He's immediately
outside.
taken down at the line of scrimmage.
What?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Mariota. And here's
where is he throwing the ball? Did you see this?
First quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick.
Man, I just got my 21.
Picks and a Raven touchdown.
Did you see that?
They
He
were
throw
on
the
the
ball
dive. They had
that?
6 defensive backs
I
there.
thought he
So
could throw.
go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it
My
hurt
first
him.
It's
time
almost thrown
playing
into a
with him. I thought he
point
could
of coverage,
throw.
isn't it? You talk about the
should've
best
picked him
defenders you
right
have
there.
are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field.
got it bad,
You're almost
man.
asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6
That's
defenders
21
and 6
first quarter.
points. A heck of a play there defensively,
He threw the
getting
right
the
thing.
interception,
Walker running
navigating
right
his
to the
way
middle
into
of the
the end
field. He ain't
zone
even throw
for
it
the
to the middle of the
touchdown.
field. Got a quarterback
This
I
is
got,
fielded a
man.
couple
Man, you
yards
don't know
deep.
better than that. Throw the ball right to you. Can't get jiggy with that shit.
Hey, Marissa. You was in the bathroom?
Following the interception here, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen
Really?
before the
Just
ball's
a
even
catch,
snapped.
man.
When you call wide
That's
receiver screen,
quarterback
as we
over
saw
there.
there,
Shit.
I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Throwing again, Mariota on, and his pass is intercepted.
Look at that. Hell no. Fuck that. That shit over with. Damn. That bitch 21 me so bad. They threw 3 interceptions for a touchdown. I ain't fit to play that. Man, you got it, little cuz. You got it, little cuz. I'm gonna tag you in it.
You know what I did, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I did a corner blitz. I sent a blitz, man. I said, man, what if we go on the other side?
Nah, bro. See, all I had to do was wait. You got me. You set me up perfect. That's some bullshit, man. I ain't supposed to get beat like that. That's the damn touchdown, nigga. Oh, you made me mad. I couldn't get my ball.
Go ahead and get Cleveland.
You want Cleveland?
Yeah, get Cleveland.
All right.
There you go.
What, he sucked? Man, whatever, man. I'm finna get me some get back. I don't like that shit. That bitch beat me so bad, boy. That's 3 interceptions. Yeah, first quarter. Cortez throwing the ball right across the middle of the field, and he throw that bitch way to the corner. Man. No, that was embarrassing, man. That was everything. That shit hurt.
It might be my next win.
That's the first time you beat me in a month. You see how quick it just changed? Damn right. I'm gonna beat you with Cleveland just because you did it. You ain't beat me in basketball.
No, I'm saying you lost in basketball. Against Daniel, you know? You just told me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nah, I'd have beat him since then.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
I'm gonna play it. I've been looking for that play the whole time. Other teams ain't have it in their pack. You know it. Do it too many damn times, y'all know.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll work his way across
Get
the
off
30
me.
to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and
well,
very
man,
short.
man,
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
paying attention.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, 65 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the I. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Second down following the run. They'll run again here with West. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
You like you don't need to the way they run. I would.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Caught Dennis Pitta. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's West. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and goal. Flacco's got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Come on,
Steve Smith from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be in confidence having scored the last time out.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
There's no sense in dancing around, and not a lot of bright spots to talk about in Cleveland this year. But I think Isaiah Crowell, the running back, he's a guy we got to keep an eye on in the future. Short of 1,000 yards, it's hard for him to get enough carries to get there.
Yeah, but he was healthy, started all 16 games. Coach Hugh Jackson said it was his goal to get him to 1,000. You're right, they're just shy of that at 952. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They come out here in the eye. Now Griffin on 1st down. Complete here to Gary Barnage. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Griffin. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Terrell Pryor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. See that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Gotta get to the end zone first.
Now a play fake here on first down. And hauled in by Pitta. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, they go with Dixon. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the stop is Sharice Wright. On second down, here's Crowell. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now it's Flacco. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. Play action, Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Yeah. Hey, what number?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2600. 2600. 2600.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this.
All right.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Setting up to throw Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flacco, and that's caught by Smith. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
There you go.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build it.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter.
You got me, though. You got it. It's about time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Elvis Dumerville in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Griffin, and incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. To throw is RG3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
I didn't think about it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the...
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They start on the ground with West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. And not too long ago, the last drive, they had the 4th down stop. Set the offense up in great field position. They'll be looking to do that once more.
And as a general rule, no matter how you end up stopping someone on 4th down, kind of starts up front with the big guys, doesn't it? Getting the leverage, being able to hold that point of attack, and maybe even take the line of scrimmage and move it backwards and make a big play.
What do you say, low man wins?
Every single time.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Tired of you dogging.
On second down, here's Griffin. And this one brought in by
Barnage.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves out.
Oh!
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They killed me.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Yeah.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Desmond Bryant in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They come out here in the eye. Flacco here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Dang.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body to catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Operating off play action. Flacco surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
I'd have seen it all.
Third for the Ravens. 55 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. A red zone first down for Flacco. This will be caught at about the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
I was supposed to be picked.
Mike Wallace from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Put his foot on the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Better with it.
I like it, though.
Play with
Because
the
you're
Mario
exactly
Bowman.
right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Griffin. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He could have caught the ball, dog. It's garbage, man. This dude is so bad.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he fires one, but incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
I mean, straight knocked the ball out of his hand. He just ain't even trying. He's just going to
Now look at this.
watch him
4th
do
and
it.
12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll come out
It's
in
okay,
the
it's
pistol.
okay, man. It's okay. I'll
They'll
be back.
indeed go for it with Griffin. Backing up, going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away. And it
Can't put the freaking ball over, man.
I don't want to play no more.
I feel